Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
All right, so now you see why I don't like that national song, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Very passive aggressive. I don't care if you don't like, oh, that's the nation, that's the black anthem. It sucks. It sounds passive aggressive. It sounds like horseshit. It sounds like kumbaya. Everything is all good. So June 19th is now an official federal holiday. You've seen Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats once again bucking and dancing, putting on a charade like always. Last year they took a knee and made the whole what was that? They turned everything into Wakanda and they took a knee and they had on dashikis and all of this. Then they had Tulsa, the Tulsa anniversary a couple weeks back. They were out there dancing and playing banjos. I was like, oh my, this is cringe. But I mean, June 19th to me is kind of like, I mean, you're celebrating the day slavery ended, but I mean, I don't really look at it as a day of celebration because, yeah, slavery ended in June 19th, 1865, but hell, you had 100 years of Jim Crow right after that. So it's not like the lynchings and the racism and the all of the racial profile, none of that stopped. You can make an argument that Jim Crow, if you was black living in the Jim Crow era in the South, that was more scary than slavery. It was that. I mean, at any moment your house could get burnt down. You know what I mean? You could get you out. Where you think that come home before the street lights come on? Where you think that come from? You had sundown towns back in those days, where if you were black and you were in a certain part of a city or the neighborhood where it got dark, that was your ass. You still got trees and roaming right now that had slaves' blood on it. So I mean, if you wanna we've kinda been free, but mentally we're still not free. Mentally we're still enslaved, a lot of us. I look at Tulsa. I think it's one of the most inspirational. It's a complex story because it's inspirational, but then it has a tragedy. It ends in tragedy. Still, they still haven't said anything about reparations. They still dragging their feet. Like I said, the Democrats are going to give you everything but what you really want. And for the people who stood out in line for hours voting, and all you got was a sticker, you were sitting out there freezing in the cold till you had snot coming down your nose, and this is what we've got. Asians got protection. Transgenders got everything you could think of. Black people got June 19th as a federal holiday, even though half of the schools in America are already out right now. You know what I mean? It's a Friday. Oh, it's going to be on a Saturday this year, June 19th. I'm just not that impressed with it, to be honest with you. And then, like I said, it's always some kind of compromising cloud of whatever that's over black people, because what have they dubbed the month of June over the last couple of years? Pride Month. So you're going to have to share June 19th under the umbrella of LBGT Pride. So there you go. You got it. That's what you have. You have to share that one day under the umbrella of that whole month. Everything is rainbow, everything right now. Hell, if you go to a bar with one of your homeboys right now, they might think you're a couple. Everything is just pride this, pride that. So that is ultimately is probably going to overshadow this June 19th thing. But yeah, that's Kamala got up there, and AKA light skinned Aunt Viv, she got up there and did her bullshit. Joe Biden says he remembers, calls it a day to remember the moral stain and terrible toll slavery took on the nation. And goes on and says this is an important step for America. Yeah, 200 years later. And he also says that the mistakes that were made, mistakes. I mean, y'all made slavery was legal. Y'all made this all. This was the bread and butter. Now it's a mistake. How many of y'all think Joe Biden would have had slaves if he was around back in those days? If he had the money and the wealth to do it. But yeah, this is what we have. Let me know if y'all happy with this. I know a lot of black people, like I say, a lot of people feel differently about this. I'm not one for moral victories. You know, when you lose a lot and you get your ass kicked all the time, any little thing feels like a victory. But I'm not a loser. So y'all can take the moral victories and shove them up y'all ass all y'all want. Y'all can lift every voice and sing y'all asses right down to the voting polls next time to vote for these same people that don't give you shit but bubble gum. So I'm out. Let me know what y'all think. June 19th is official federal holiday. I'm out.